You are now listening to the Highly Evolved Podcast with your host, Safan. Transmission will commence momentarily.
How are you guys doing? This is the HighlyEvolvedPodcast. Podcast. But before you start, I just want to say if you're SJWs, socialist, Marxist, communist, please exit the show. This show is only for American patriots. And I don't know, let's talk what's going on in the news. If you guys aren't aware, I live in California, right? Right now we have a big measles epidemic right now, crisis, right? One of the biggest university, and a state college in California is infested with measles outbreak. All right, that's UCLA and Cal State Los Angeles, I think. All right, so there's about 300 people in quarantine right now. All right, and not just California. There's a big epidemic of measles outbreak right now. Right, what people don't understand is that measles have the symptoms. The symptoms like dots, rashes, fever, right? Convulsions. It's very dangerous to little kids if their immune system aren't very developed, and senior citizens, right? But if you're a very healthy person, you're most likely to survive this. It's very contagious it's airborne. That's what it is. That's why they want to quarantine people, because if you breathe and cough in the general area and somebody else come by, you could contract these viruses, right? And what people don't know, people think that America eradicated measles. No, it's not eradicated. It's only eradicated in America, but in other countries, they still have measles, like Central America, Mexico, right? This is what happened when you let all these unvetted people coming into the country. You're spreading disease around, right? That's one contribution, one reason why there's outbreak, right? And it's not just only limited to California right now. Right now, it's a whole epidemic. It's in New York, the East Coast, right? Florida, elsewhere in America, all right? But places like rural America, flyover country, they seem to be fine. But at the moment, I don't know in the future or not. But Alaska is fine. Alaska, Hawaii, there's no outbreak in there. But yeah, people are refusing to accept that the reason why these things happen is because you said you have an open border policy with people that's unestablished, uncivilized country. But people don't take or don't have immunizations, and then they cross the borders. This is why it's so important to vet the people that's coming here and quarantine them. Because you have this kind of epidemic, getting other people sick. And the reason how I got infested around America is because people been flying in and out, transcontinental, intercontinental, to New York and Los Angeles, and the airport have a lot of people, and you spread into a high congregation amount of people, a densely populated area, right? Somebody's bound to get sick. This is why I tell people to avoid highly concentrated areas, right? Avoid those areas, because you don't know these people getting sick. And I seen people eating street food, right? I seen YouTubers like going to street food. Oh, I'm eating this food from India. I'm eating this food from Thailand. I'm like, bro, these are street food. They're unregulated. They're unsanitized. You just gonna eat them and trust their food like that? All right? I'm seeing YouTubers doing that, and they don't have any common sense that they might get sick, right? Not only they might get sick, you don't know who these people are. These people are impoverished people. At an instance, they will kill you to get what you had. These people are selling chips, dips, or whatever for nickel, and they see you with $1,000 camera. What the hell are they gonna do? All right, they can rob you for your stuff. All right, I see this YouTuber try eating all these foreign food. I'm like, bro, they can. If you don't know where you're going to random places, if you don't know where to go, they'll freaking rob you, mug you, right? All right, this is why I don't want to do none of this food, trekking, eating stuff, because if you don't know the right type of people, these people will freaking mug you, because these impoverished people within the impoverished community, given the opportunity, they will rob you in the instance. Don't automatically assume that they're nice people, right? And the outside, they might be nice, but you don't know what the true intention inside their mind, all right? You don't know the true intention, all right? But I digress on the street food, right? And the street food also linked to the sickness too. People eating all this food, people coughing. In the LA have street food, right? Right? Have street food. People selling corn, chips, right? Sniffing, rubbing their noses, right? There's fruit. These people are selling fruit carts, right? They're selling fruit out of carts, right? and they be touching the food with their hands, chopping it up, then give it to you, and next thing you know, they just rub their hand on the shirt. Like, it's unsanitary. This is why I don't eat street food. You don't know where the people that's serving you, you don't know where they came from, right? It's not sanitary. That's and roach coaches, right? Roach coaches meaning this food truck. You don't know how sanitary that food inspection didn't come to see them every day. All right, I don't eat from roach coaches because you can get sick. All right, and I know it's a trend right now. I know it's very popular within the LA food scene right now, but you just can't trust these people. You can get sick as heck. All right, they can scratch your butt and then serve you your food to you. No, I don't advocate people buying anything from roach coaches at all, from food truck or at all, or street vendors, right? Because of this situation that might happen, the Measles Outbreak. UCLA's on shutdown, right? Because they said they were spreading it to a library or something like that, right? UCLA or Cal State Los Angeles, right? And Los Angeles, in the college, you know dang well that germ been circulating because this is a highly dense area with people. All right, how are you gonna control that? All right, my advice is to you guys out there: avoid highly concentrated areas. Shop shop in the morning where there's less traffic, like early in the morning. Get your things done, get out, and avoid highly dense areas. All right, that's my best advice. If you have to be exposed to this area, you can't. If you can't escape from these areas, just don't go to a carnival. Don't go to pier or whatever it is. Don't go to a night market. Just don't go to any highly dense area because you might get sick. All right, and it's not fun. But another reason why they're perpetuating this measles outbreak is because they try to what they're doing right now is try to blame it on the anti-vaxxers, right? They've tried to say, oh, because they're not vaccinated, they're more prone to this disease, all right? But what they don't know is that if you're a healthy person, your body could overcome the measles outbreak, all right? You could recover from measles. You're not gonna. Well, you might die if you're depending on your circumstances, right? Whether you're a child or an elderly person. But if you're a perfectly fine adult human being, right? Most likely you just need some R&R rest and just don't eat anything right now and just starve the fever and you'll be fine. I'm not a doctor. Don't take my advice on it, all right? But most likely you'll survive, all right? You don't need to have vaccination. Your body could recover by itself. Your body is very resilient if you take care of it properly, right? The measles, right? Your body could overcome it, all right? Your body has natural immune system that could fight it, all right? But that's why it's more prone to infant and elderly because they're weak. They have a weaker immune system. But like I said, if you're a healthy, full-grown adult, you probably might survive it. It's not that life-threatening, right? But it's very contagious. That's what it is. It's like the flu. It's like the flu virus. And they try to blame it on vaxxers, anti-vaxxers. I don't believe in vaccine. I'm not gonna take it, man. I just don't. I don't expose to anybody. I don't associate with anybody. I don't communicate. I congregate in high dense areas. I try to avoid the DMV post office. All right, but if you do go, do as the Japanese do or Korean. Get a face mask just in case. All right, wear a face mask. It's just not only as courtesy to other people, it's protecting you too from inhaling these kind of stuff. All right, yeah, I know it's hay season. All right, it's one of those seasons. I know I had that kind of feeling a couple of days ago, but I'm not saying that measles isn't a bad thing, but they're really pushing this propaganda, try to sell you this vaccine, this measles vaccine out there, all right? And they try to quarantine people, all right, without showing proof until you get a vaccinated. What if I just want to sit through the ailments, all right? What if I just want to just stay home? Do I have to get vaccinated as well? Doesn't make any sense, but yeah, LA's on lockdown right now, and the rest of the country's on lockdown because of this measles outbreak. All right, one of the causes I think is because of these foreign invaders coming into the country without being vetted bringing out these extra diseases, these archaic diseases that we thought we eradicated, but they still exist. Okay, like I said about, if you don't know my view about the CDC, is that it's like the right hand doing something while the left hand doing other. It's not very centralized, right? It's very gray area like, right? And like I said about the CDC, you're like, why do they call it the CDC? Center of Disease Control. Why not the Center of Disease Eradication, right? Because if they eradicate it, they don't have anything to scare you with. It's a scare tactic. That's what it is. They're creating this problem for you guys to get vaccinated. And then when you get vaccinated, you want to see that insert. What kind of thing do they have in this vaccine? Are they inject you with poison? Because there's video out there circulating that after kids got vaccinated, they come out with cerebral palsies, neurological damages, right? Because these vaccine right now that they have right now isn't your grandma vaccine back in the heyday, right? It's not. The vaccine that's right now that's produced by these big pharma, they have extra ingredient in it that you don't know what they have it. They got baby parts in it, dead fetus tissues. Hey, why do you have that? That's why I'm saying it's not like your grandma vaccine. Vaccine back in the heyday is totally different. All right, that's why they don't have, people are more willing to take it. Right now, you don't know what's in these vaccines. They try to not disclose this kind of information. This is why you always want to ask for the insert, right? And when you go to a pharmacist, they're supposed to give you, like, for every pill you have, for every pill that you're prescribed, they come with a thick paper insert on top of the pill cap, right? There's a pill cap and there's a thick insert, right? What do the pharmacists don't understand, that they have to give that to you upon request. Most of these pharmacies, they throw it away. They're breaking the law, basically. They're breaking the law. They throw the insert away and not give it to you. But I digress on that, right? But when you go get your prescription later on, ask for the insert of all the prescription drugs. It helps you if you want to read all of it. I know it's a tiny print, but it's best in your favor to read it. All right? But let me know you agree. You think this measles outbreak is a ploy to get people vaccinated? You think the intruders are the reason why we're getting all these diseases? You think the open borders is the main reason we're not vetting all these people? And it's not just measles, right? It's typhus as well. Los Angeles have a case of typhus being outbreak, hepatitis, because of the homeless people defecating everywhere and people getting hepatitis. People don't know what hepatitis is. Hepatitis is an inflammation of the liver. When they said anything itis, right? It's basically inflammation, right? Within inflammation, you can recover from it. You don't need any vaccination shots. Right? It's just inflammation. If you take care of your body right, have the right type of diet, nutrition, your body could overcome all these itis. All right? Itis mean inflammations. All right? But don't take it from me. Do your own research. All right? But let me know you agree. You think this is the reason why. This, that, and that. On that note, guys, if you want to support me, I'm not monetized by anything. I'm demonetized. I'm doing this because I want to spread knowledge to people and make people think before jumping to conclusion, making an assumption. All right? I want people to do their own research and not just listen to me. I feel like this is a God are sending me to make these videos for people to understand. All right? If you like what I do, follow me on social media, Twitter, Gap.ai. If you really like what I'm doing, hit the subscribe button. It helps to get the voice out, all right? To get my message out there. And let me know if you agree. This is the Highly Evolved Podcast. My name's Stefan. Signing out. I'll see you guys in the next broadcast. Peace.